Welcome to a beautiful night in Boston and Fenway Park for Game 3 of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, tonight on the mound for the Red Sox, Felix Dubron will take the baseball. Had a very good spring training, and one of his best outings of the spring was against the Yankees. 8 shutout innings in Tampa against the Yankees, and that success has continued through the season. He's had very good numbers against New York. Dubron is 1-0 with a 2.70 ERA in 7 career games against the Yankees. His 27 strikeouts are the most against any opponent he has faced, with 21 of those coming in 3 starts this year. Dubron has held Yankees batters to 181 since 2010, which is his 3rd lowest mark against the Yankees by a major league pitcher over that span. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, his battery mate Jared Saltalamacchia has put together a very good season.
Well, he's been battling a bad back over the last couple of weeks, but back in the lineup last night and had 3 hits for the Red Sox, including a home run. And when you look at Red Sox catches per year, a home run, the leader is Carlton Fisk with 26. He's done that twice. Jason Varitek is next with 25, and then Saltalamacchia, Gedman, and Stanley all with 24. So Salty has a chance to pass Fisk this season with a couple of weeks left in the season. Now, hopefully his back stays healthy. That has been a problem for him. He's been going back and forth with LeVon Way, but now playing 2 straight games. He's in there tonight. We'll see if Salty goes deep again.
Chance tonight for the Red Sox to win the series. Questions about Derek Jeter. He is in the lineup tonight, not at shortstop, though. After bruising his ankle, he'll be the DH. We're back with more right after this. Curtis Granderson with another big night. Not 1, but 2 home runs. His 36th and 37th as part of a Yankee victory here at Fenway last night. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, it's been very impressive for Curtis Granderson in a Yankees uniform after spending his time with the Detroit Tigers as their leadoff hitter. A lot of triples at Big Comerica Park. Well, now as a Yankee, he has certainly powered up over the years with New York. We take a look at some of the numbers for him. Granderson has hit 3 of his 4 highest single-season home run totals since joining the Yankees in 2010. In his 3 seasons with New York, he's hit 102 homers, which is the exact number of home runs he's hit in his first 6 seasons with the Tigers. Last night was Granderson's 13th career multi-home run game, 2nd this season and 9th with the Yankees. Granderson leads the majors with 78 home runs since 2011. Well, the Yankees were able to win last night. They'll need another to keep pace with the Baltimore Orioles, who already won today in extra innings against Tampa Bay. On the mound tonight for New York is Phil Hughes. He's allowed 33 home runs this year, but has 14 wins. We're back with the first pitch right after this. Kia Motors, Bermuda Tourism, New England Subaru Dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Both teams have taken a game of the first 2 games of this series, and the Red Sox will be traveling after the game tonight to begin a series against the Toronto Blue Jays. As Felix Dubron on the mound tonight for the Red Sox, about to take the field here as the Red Sox winning Game 1 of the series, dropping last night's game to the Yankees, a 1-run loss. And on the other side for New York, they come into this game after Baltimore has already won today. They played day baseball against Tampa Bay, a game that went 14 innings, and the Orioles beat Tampa Bay today 3-2 in a remarkable game from Camden Yards, and the Orioles continued their winning ways. As the Red Sox able to beat the Yankees tonight will push them out of first place in the American League East, as certainly a great deal of pressure on the Yankees coming into tonight's action and the remainder of the season as they play game number 144 of the season. Well, Jerry, tonight Felix Dubron trying to get his first win in a while for Dubron, to 4 straight losses for him as far as decisions go.
I think what's happened a little bit, Don, in the second half of the season, Dubron is fatigued a little bit. And that's not unusual for a guy who has, in his first year as a starting pitcher at the big league level. But he's had success against the Yankees. That's something he can carry into the ball game tonight.
He and the Red Sox take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the visiting Yankees starting lineup. It's brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Derek Jeter leading it off as the DH back in there tonight with Nick Swisher in right field. Alex Rodriguez at third base with Robinson Cano in the cleanup spot at second base. Russell Martin, who started Game 1, starts Game 3, does the catching. Andrew Jones in left field batting 6th with Curtis Granderson in center field 7th. Steve Pearce at first base bats 8th. And Eduardo Nunez makes his series debut. He's at shortstop for Jeter. He bats 9th. Felix Dubron is on the mound tonight for the Red Sox. 26th appearance of the year, 10-game winner as he comes in at 10-8 with a 5.21 earned run average. 134 2/3 innings, 136 Ks for Dubron. He has walked 58, and last time out took a loss here at Fenway against the Blue Jays. Lasted 4 innings, giving up 5 runs, and again 4 losses in a row for Felix Dubron.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and they are 6th in the American League. Pedro Siriaco at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Ivan DeJesus at second, and James Loney at first. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Cody Ross, and Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Dubron.
Umpiring crew tonight, Tom Halley and the crew chief behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, with Brian O'Nora at first base, Chad Fairchild at second base, and Alfonso Marquez, who had an interesting night last night behind the plate. He's at third base tonight for the umpires. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. The SAP function is brought to you by Kettle One.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Great conditions tonight at Fenway Park, 72 degrees as we get started. Breeze out to left at 11 miles per hour, and the forecast is clear for the remainder of the night as lights on here and starting to get dark a little earlier this time of year. And Red Sox winding down the season at Fenway as these aerial views of Boston and Fenway Park are brought to you by Hood, the official dairy of the Boston Red Sox. Show your support for the home team with Hood Red Sox ice cream, available in your grocer's freezer. Well, Derek Jeter awkwardly landed on the bag at first base last night and injured his foot. A bone bruise is what they're calling it on the ankle, and he said he'd be back in there tonight, and here he is leading it off for New York. And this was the play that he injured himself on at first base, trying to keep him out of a double play, and right off the bag is where he comes limping away. Jeter said after the game that he was fine, taken out of the game last night by Joe Girardi for precautionary reasons. He is not a DH. He is not a shortstop, which is somewhat telling. He is the DH instead. And ready to lead it off. First pitch of the game from Felix Dubron. He's going to miss for ball 1, and we are underway. Jeter at .324, 15 homers and 52 runs batted in. little bit high, and it is 2-0.
Now Derek Jeter right now on an 8-game hitting streak for the New York Yankees.
Jeter lets it pass and is ahead 3-0. Look at the 6th game of Jerry mentioned, the 8th game of the Jerry mentioned at 4:59 for Derek Jeter. That's a strike, 3-1.
One of the things the Red Sox would like to see is Dubron tonight keep that pitch count a little bit lower earlier in the game. He's been building up high pitch counts through 5 innings of a lot of his starts.
That's in there for strike 2, full count. And 18 games as a DH for Derek Jeter on the season, hitting at .419 as a DH. It's worked out very well for him. Hitting on a 3-2 pitch. Dubron battling back. There's a chopper that Dubron will field. He plants and throws in time to get Jeter. Nice play by Felix Dubron. Coming up here tonight at Fenway Park, Jenny Dell will get us an update on John Lackey in a simulated game here today at Fenway Park. Bill Cosby back at Fenway Park tonight, throwing out the first pitch, and we'll get you the highlights of that 14-inning game from Camden Yards in Baltimore, the Rays and the O's today. Larry David is also here at Fenway Park.
Larry David makes me laugh just looking at him.
John Hamm from Mad Men is here. One down in the first inning for Nick Swisher. On the outside corner for strike 1 to Swisher. He double checks with Tom Hallion. Swisher at .261, 20 homers, and 78 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good changeup from Dubron. It's been all fastballs so far until that last pitch. He goes with the changeup. It's a very good one at 88 miles an hour and away from Swisher.
The 0-2 pitch coming to Nick Swisher. That's in there for strike 3, and a nice start for Felix Dubron. His first strikeout of the night, 2 down.
Now Felix not wasting anything there. Gets a couple of quick strikes on Swisher and goes with a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And no argument at all there from Swisher on the strike 3 call.
2 down in the first inning for Alex Rodriguez. They run at .274, 17 homers and 50 runs batted in. Rodriguez coming off the DL on the 3rd of September, 9 for 35 since coming back. There's 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. It's 36 games. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 95. It kind of crowded him.
A little pop that time from Dubron at 95, up and in on A-Rod.
In the dirt, 2-1 to Alex Rodriguez. Last win for Felix Dubron. You got to go back to the 18th of July against the Chicago White Sox for his last victory. That was his 10th win of the year. one point he was 10-3 on the season. 2-1 pitch. A-Rod with a swing and a miss, 2-2.
Another good changeup from DuBrant. Both times able to keep the ball away from the right-handed hitter and get the swing and miss.
Full count, 3-2. Problem for DuBrant has been the number of pitches he throws early in games, leading to not so lengthy outings for him in the end. Last couple of outings, he went 5 3 outings ago, 3 innings the outing before last, 4 innings last time out. Getting to the 6th and 7th has become more of a challenge for him, especially in the second half of the year. 3-2 pitch, line to center, and Rodriguez has a base hit. First base runner of the night for the Yankees.
Well, Rodriguez runs the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. He gets the fastball from DuBrant and lines it hard into center field for the base hit. Ball down in the zone, a little bit in, but A-Rod cleans it out for the hit.
So 2 down. Alex Rodriguez at first base, and Robinson Cano coming up. Cano in the cleanup spot, hitting at an even 300. 30 home runs, 77 runs batted in. Fouled off to the left, out of play.
Cano does not have a hit against DuBrant. He is 0 for 10 in his career against Felix. Jumping on that first fastball he sees and fouling it off.
He was part of the home run barrage last night for New York. 2 home runs, a 2-run home run in the 4th inning of last night's game. His 30th home run of the year, establishing a new single season career high for Cano. He was 1 for 5 in the game last night, but the one was a home run. The 1 pitch outside, 1-1. Inside ball 2-2-1. As he mentioned, Bill Cosby here tonight throwing out the first pitch, and we'll show you that a little bit later.
The Cos, Mr. Huxtable.
Dr. Huxtable.
Dr. Huxtable.
2-1 pitch, and a breaking ball that Cano is ducking out of the way of becomes a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, that completely fooled him. The breaking ball, the curveball from DuBrant, has him ducking out of the way, and it picks up the inside corner. Cano apparently picking up that curveball very late from Felix.
Great numbers at Fenway Park, great numbers everywhere for the most part for Cano, but enjoys Fenway. Waiting on a 2-2 pitch. And Cano grounds it to first base, handled by Loney. He'll tag the bag that ends the inning. Yankees do not score in the top of the first inning. Red Sox coming up. In the top half of the first, Red Sox coming up here in the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox lineup is brought to you by Chevy. Jacoby Ellsbury in center field with Scott Podsednik, the DH. James Loney is at first base. Tony Ross in right, bats fourth with Daniel Nave in left. Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching back-to-back nights with Mike Aviles at shortstop. Pedro Siriaco at third base, and Ivan DeJesus at second base in the absence of Dustin Pedroia as DeJesus bats ninth. Phil Hughes on the mound tonight for New York. 29th start of the year, 14-12, coming in with a 4.13 earned run average, 167 and 2/3 innings, 141 Ks for him, 39 walks, and opponents hitting at 260 against Phil Hughes. Win last time out against the Orioles, 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them were earned. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 5. Mentioned off the top, he has given up 33 home runs on the year. As Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off here for the Red Sox and shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike one.
Red Sox, you see the fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup from Hughes.
Ellsbury at 267, 3 homers, and 20 runs batted in. 26-year-old Phil Hughes. A swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. 20th career game, 12th start against Boston, 4th start of this season. Yankees first round pick, 23rd overall in 2004. And tonight the 100th start of his career. Ground ball softed to short. Nunez has got it. Throw is going to be very close, but just in time. Ellsbury got down line very, very well and thought he beat it out.
Now Nunez showing a very strong throwing arm from shortstop to just get Jacoby Ellsbury at first base. Had to go his right and come in on the ball in a very close play at first base. Bang, bang, could have gone either way.
So 1 out in the first as Eduardo Nunez gets a start tonight at shortstop as Scott Podsednik stands in. Podsednik, the DH tonight, as he takes strike one. 313 with a home run, 11 runs batted in for Podsednik. In the air to center field. Granderson moving back, still going onto the warning track to make the catch. Bags into the wall out there in center, but Granderson able to get back to make that grab.
Now, we talked in this series many times in how shallow Granderson plays, and that's because he's very confident in going back on the baseball. And here's a great example. Terrific play by Granderson. Full speed going out toward that chain link fence. And he's able to make the catch on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
So 2 down here in the first inning. James Loney coming to bat. The base is empty. And Loney batting out of the 3 spot tonight for the Red Sox. This pitch is fouled back. Only at 269 with a home run, 5 runs batted in a Red Sox uniform. On the outside corner, only with a look back at Tom Hallion. To center field. Granderson back a few steps in front of the track to make the catch that ends the inning. A 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning for Phil Hughes. Done with 1. No score from Fenway. Bridal Festival is Sunday, September 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You could be one of 4 wedding ceremonies here at Fenway Park and a chance to take part in the Hearts on Fire $20,000 diamond hunt. Visit redsox.com/bridal for details. Now Curtis Granderson going to get it in center field for the Yankees. Couple of good running grabs out there. And 1-2-3 first inning for Phil Hughes on 8 pitches. Russell Martin leading it off here in inning number 2 for New York. Martin, Jones, and Granderson expected in the inning. Martin had last night off as Chris Stewart had to start in behind the dish last night. Martin at 209, 16 homers, 44 runs batted in. Next half inning, we'll get you an update on John Lackey, who threw here at Fenway Park. Jenny Dell will tell us more. Felix Dubron allowed a 2-out base hit to Alex Rodriguez in the first inning. Threw 20 pitches in the first. Looking very deliberately again tonight. I remind you to vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way team store. Martin with a swing and a miss, 2-2. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Felix Dubron.
And we talked about Jeter having an 8-game hitting streak. Russell Martin right now on a 7-game hitting streak for the Yankees.
On the ground to third, a big hop for Siriaco. A couple of steps and a throw that's there in time for first out of the second inning. Well, please help us out by taking a quick 2-minute survey, and we'll give you a chance to have dinner and watch the pregame show with TC and one of our Hall of Fame analysts in the NESN studios. Visit NESN.com/survey during tonight's game for your chance to win. One out in the second inning. Andrew Jones, the batter, getting the start in left field tonight for New York. 204 with 13 homers, 31 runs driven in for Andrew Jones. On the outside corner for strike one. Jones, one of 4 players all time with at least 400 home runs and 10 Gold Glove awards. He joins Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, and Mike Schmidt in that category. In his prime, a terrific center fielder for the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, about the best in the game in his prime.
Rolls it over foul and is down 1-2. Won 10 straight from 98 through 2007. Check swing. I think he went. They're going to check and no, says Brian O'Nora, first base umpire. So it evens at 2-2.
Curveball from Dubron that time. Tough to tell. We'll take a look at this angle. And I think that he did go on that. I think I'm going to give that one to you, Don.
Thank you, Jerry.
You were correct.
30th pitch of the game already for Felix Dubron coming up here. It's a 2-2. And it'll miss for ball 3, full count. Felix Dubron has gone full to half the batters so far in this game, and he ends up losing. Andrew Jones, first free pass served up by Dubron.
Another look at Granderson's great play in the outfield back in the first inning for Sudnik with a deep fly ball to center field, but Granderson gets a great jump. Never really took his eye off the baseball except to peek one time to see how much room he had. And makes that play up against that screen wall out there in center field.
Granderson has not made an error so far this season. He's been terrific defensively and, per usual, playing relatively shallow. As you mentioned earlier, does not mind going back on the baseball and shows why. He can get back there as he did to make that catch on Podsednik. That's for the first time tonight. 2 home runs here last night for Granderson, and swing and a miss for strike 1. Fourteen season series games between the Red Sox and the Yankees, and Granderson 340 with 5 home runs against Boston. He's done a number on Red Sox pitching. That's strike 2. Felix Dubron has been the beneficiary of very good run support. Leads the majors. 7.35 runs of support per 9 innings this season. Check swing. They will check, and he did not go. This is third base umpire Alfonso Marquez.
And I believe a good call that time. Don.
I thought it was a good call, too.
Okay.
Yes, we're on board.
Mister, every time they start the bat, it's a swing.
One-two pitch is definitely a swing. Granderson strikes out 93-mile-an-hour fastball that was elevated. Second strikeout for Dubron.
And both strikeouts for Felix tonight on the fastball. This one away from Curtis Granderson, outside part of the plate.
So 2 outs here in the second inning. Andrew Jones at first base, held on by Loney, and here's Steve Pearce going to start at first base in game 1 of the series. That was against John Lester, and he's back in there again tonight against another left-handed starter, and Felix Dubron. Swisher played at first base last night as a soft toss over to first base as Jones back to the bag easily. Ball 1 to Pearce.
I might notice a lineup without Dustin Pedroia tonight. Congratulations to Kelly and Dustin. Birth of a baby boy this morning. So we offer their congratulations to them. Everybody doing fine.
So their firstborn Dylan will have a brother now. Yes, Dustin Pedroia out of the lineup tonight. No word as to when he will be back, as this is in the air to shallow center. Ellsbury coming in to make the catch. Looking back, Jenny Dell checks in with us. We'll check in on John Lackey and his simulated game today right after this. Jimmy Fund this year. Bob's has already donated $50,000, more than doubling the per save donation this season. Bob's is proud to help support the Jimmy Fund, and no one helps you save more on furniture than Bob's Discount Furniture. Visit mybobs.com for more details. Cody Ross grounds one to short. Eduardo Nunez with a throw that is in plenty of time for the first out of the inning. As we promised, Jenny Dell with a John Lackey update. Jenny?
Don, this afternoon, John Lackey threw a live batting practice, 20 pitches worth for the second time since his offseason Tommy John surgery. Bobby Valentine said he felt better and looked better than he did last time. The manager said that Lackey will not pitch for the Red Sox this season and will pitch in the Instructional Fall League in Florida. He made it clear that Lackey's time there won't have anything to do with his physical development, but instead his mental checklist. Jerry Valentine said Lackey is right on schedule.
Well, you know, the guy has really worked hard. He has done. We've seen him all year long. He's traveled with the ball club. He's done all the work that he's supposed to do, and it's nice to see him back on the mound. And going down to Florida to throw a couple innings, maybe in a couple of games, would probably mentally do him some good heading into the offseason, knowing everything's okay. All the work that he did, this whole season has paid off for him, and then he's still got the whole winter to get even stronger and stronger. So he's had a couple of real good side sessions on the mound coming back from the Tommy John.
Daniel Nava lifts one to center, and Granderson is there again for the second out. Well, no doubt being able to pitch well here at the end of the season at whatever level it is important for his psyche going into the offseason.
I think you're right. I would want to do the same thing. I mean, if I had knee surgery, I'd want to make sure it's okay before the offseason comes around, get to play a little baseball, make sure I can do all the things that I have to do, and then continue to use that extra time in the offseason to get stronger and stronger, and that's what Lackey wants to do.
Well, it could be a very interesting year for him next year, coming off the Tommy John fully and having the offseason to rest completely, and could be a very big part of the Red Sox rotation in 2013.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think you do. But I think John Lackey gets a bad rap around here because he's a very, very good teammate.
He is, and I think he works very hard.
He does. And, a lot of times his emotions on the mound sometimes take over, and he makes fielders look bad, and, things like that make him look bad. But here's a guy that pulls for a team as hard as anybody I know.
Doesn't always say the right thing, which at times gets him into trouble.
Exactly.
But I think to a man, if you ask teammates, they love John Lackey.
They love the guy.
And I think the emotion that he shows is respected by his teammates. And I think a lot of what is viewed as showing up other teammates on the field, which you do see from time to time on replays, reaction type things, is part of the emotion that he brings to the game.
That's just him.
Right.
He has done that as long as we've known John Lackey in the big leagues.
With the Angels as well, as Saltalamacchia strikes out. First K for Phil Hughes. Made easy work so far of the Sox. We're through 2 without a score from Fenway. cost for any size frozen or fountain beverage at the Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. Hurry in today and mix up yours. Third inning from Fenway. No score as Eduardo Nunez will lead it off for the Yankees here in the third inning. He'll be followed by the top of the order, Derek Jeter. And Nick Swisher. Felix Dubron back on the mound. 37 pitches deep into his outing. Dealing with the first batter of the third inning and missing outside for ball one. Swing and a miss. Tardy on the fastball again. That at 94, and it's 1-2.
I see good velocity from the fastball here early in this ball game from Dubron.
Swing and a miss. That fastball is up and away, and it gets Nunez to chase. Third strikeout for Felix Dubron.
Yeah, that one really sailed away from Nunez. It's set up inside. It's a mislocation, but a very good result for Dubron as Nunez chases it.
Well, Brian Evans here tonight at Fenway Park. He'll be shooting a music video here later this month at Fenway Park.
Gonna spend the
Day over at Fenway.
One out here in the third inning for Derek Jeter. Jeter to right as Cody Ross starting back a step or two will haul it in. Jeter is 0 for 2. Two down for Nick Swisher. Switch hitting right fielder for the Yankees played first base last night. Back in right field again tonight as he was in game one of the series. Swisher is one of just 3 American leaguers with at least 20 home runs in each of the last 8 years. Since 2005, Paul Konerko of the White Sox and David Ortiz. The other one's able to accomplish a feat in the AL. And has a pitch in there for a strike. He has an even 20 home runs this year and did not like that strike call.
Yeah, I thought that pitch was low, but it looked like a pretty good pitch by Dubron. Take a look on the Amica pitch zone, see what that says. Very good pitch.
On a strike now to Nick Swisher. On the ground left side to Mike Aviles. An 8-pitch 1-2-3 inning for Felix Dubron in the third. We played 2.5 from the Fens. No score. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MySeats. Last half of the third inning as Mike Aviles made the assist on the final out of the top of the third inning. Leads it off here in the bottom of the third. Aviles, Siriaco, and Jesus to bat in the inning. Swing and a miss, and Hughes with the fastball quickly by Aviles, 0-2. It has worked very quickly, and on 17 pitches, retired the first 6 Red Sox that he's faced in the game. Aviles striking out on a high fastball. Second strikeout for Hughes. One out here in the third inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts get Salt to Lackey to end the second. It's a high fastball up and in that time to Aviles to pick up his second strikeout of the night. It's only registered 91, but it looks a little quicker than that.
Our key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Pedro Siriaco 3 for 6 against Phil Hughes. Pedro Siriaco terrific in general against the New York Yankees. One out here in the third inning in his first look tonight at Phil Hughes. Popped up. Back goes Nunez, the shortstop, to the short lawn and left center. And puts it away for out number 2 of the inning.
I like that one, Don, the short lawn.
I dropped that in there on occasion. You haven't noticed it before?
No, I like that.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to take advantage of new low pricing and see every remaining Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. Two outs in the third inning for Ivan DeJesus. Getting the start tonight for the Red Sox in the absence of Dustin Pedroia. Pitch in there for a strike. Derek Jeter last night getting injured at a play at first base, and Joe Girardi took him out for precautionary reasons, and then checked with Jeter last night. And Jenny Dell will have Joe Girardi's thoughts on getting a read on Derek Jeter, and always not totally 100% truthful as to whether or not he's healthy or not. He wants to be in there every day, and certainly want to make sure that he is for the stretch run for the Yankees. We'll hear more about that next half inning. Swing and a miss as DeJesus strikes out. 3 Ks for Hughes. He's retired the first 9 Red Sox. No score from Fenway. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Well, it has been a beautiful homestand for the most part for the Red Sox here, and another nice night at Fenway Park. Last game of the homestand, last game of the series between the Red Sox and Yankees. And it's Alex Rodriguez who leads it off here in the top of the fourth inning. He's got the only hit tonight off Felix Dubron so far as he singled to center field in the first inning. Dubron with 3 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. He's walked a batter and given up 1 hit. Just outside, kind of surrounded the plate with that one. 2-1. Dubron holding the Yankees to a 181 average in 7 career appearances, 3 starts since 2010. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Good changeup again. That's about 3 or 4 real good changeup Dubron has featured so far in this game. That time getting Rodriguez to chase the ball out of the strike zone.
Outside for ball 3, full count. There's been a few in this game for Dubron. The pitch count up to 50 pitches. 4th full count of the night for Felix Dubron. With Cano on deck and Russell Martin to follow. It's the Yankees bat here in the visiting half of the 4th inning. A-Rod lines it into center field. Right back where it came from and into center. Ringing single, his 2nd hit of the game.
Watch your face, Felix. Line shot right back up the middle. Dubron tries to get that glove up there to protect himself and try to make the catch, but not quite quick enough. As the line drive gets over the glove and into center field, so Rodriguez 2 for 2 on the night. Not much reaction time there.
So lead runner on for the Yankees for the first time tonight, and Alex Rodriguez at first base. James Loney holding him on as Robinson Cano bats for the 2nd time tonight. Grounded out to James Loney at first base in the 1st inning. Taken off at first is Rodriguez. A swing and a miss for Cano. No throw and a stolen base for A-Rod.
He's got 12 now on the season, and he's only been caught once. I mean, he's not running a lot, but when he does, he's very successful. And that time he picked a very good pitch, the breaking ball to go on. Not even an attempted throw by Lackey. What a great jump at first base, as you can see from our blimp shot.
One gathered by Lackey in the dirt. No advance for A-Rod, and it's 2-1. Robinson Cano with Over 1,300 hits, 1,399 hits in his career since his debut in May of 05. 2-1 is fouled off down by the shoe tops, and it's 2-2. Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Red Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the PAL program from Jerry's hometown, Somerset, Massachusetts.
All right.
Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community.
Go get him, Somerset.
A-Rod in scoring position at second base. Cano with a count of 2-2. Downstairs for ball 3. DeGrom a little upset with himself. Full count. Bobby Valentine ejected last night. 6th time that has happened, the most in a single season for a Red Sox manager. Bobby saying before the game that he has done the least this year in any of the times that he has been ejected to get ejected than he has in the past. So surprised to find out that it's the most the manager's been thrown out in a single season for the Red Sox. And it has been a season of frustrations at times, especially for the manager. 3-2 pitch is ball 4, and Cano down to first base. Let's send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, as you know, Derek Jeter is DHing in tonight's Yankees lineup after being pulled out of last night's game in the 8th inning with a bruised bone. And Joe Girardi saw the captain earlier today and asked him, Derek, how are you feeling? And Jeter's response is, great.
When I say he's hard to read, I know today when he says he feels great, he doesn't really feel great. It's, for him, a lot of times, is it tolerable? Would probably be a better question to ask him. Because he's going to play beat up. That's just who he is. So usually you can tell by his face. You can't really listen to his words. You can tell by his face how he's really feeling.
Jerry, in the last 8 seasons, Jeter has averaged 152 games, and this season, not surprisingly, one of the game's most durable players has missed only 2 games.
That's pretty remarkable, especially at the position that he has had to play throughout his major league career. To average that many games per season without injury, it's really remarkable.
Well, we've talked about it many times. You can sit on this side of the fence on the Red Sox side, but you have to have a great deal of respect for the way that he carries himself, a great ambassador to the game, and certainly a great player. And this year has been a terrific year for him. You don't want to say bounce back, because he's always been good, but Jeter's numbers hitting at .324 this season coming into tonight's action. 1-0 pitch will miss, and it is 2-0.
Yeah, I think everybody around baseball feels the exact same way. Matter of fact, I know everybody around baseball feels the exact same way about Derek Jeter. I think if you were to become a major league player, that would be the perfect example.
Heading out is Randy Neiman. Randy has spent a lot more time on the mound over the last couple weeks than I think he would like to be. Randy is a very hands-on pitching coach. While we have a moment, let's check out the AT&T trivia question tonight. Who are the only 2 pitchers to record over 1,800 strikeouts with the Yankees? Two on, nobody out, and Russell Martin, the batter, grounded out to Pedro Siriaco at third base. Just off the outside edge.
And DeBrant not too happy with that last call. Thought he had a strike on the 2-0 count. Just missing outside.
3 ball counts to all 3 batters that he has faced in this inning. Rodriguez at second, Cano at first, nobody out. Yankees threatening in the 4th. Martin taking all the way, and that misses outside. Ball 4. This will load the bases. Back-to-back walks, 3 and all given up by DeBron. And Randy Neiman to the phone, stirring in the pen. Bases loaded, nobody out. Andrew Jones, the batter. This is the time of the game where Felix DeBron has been running into trouble in each of his last 4 or 5 starts. Red Sox get Clayton Mortensen up first in the pen. We've talked about it so much here. It seems like he sort of hits a wall, and you wonder if he's hitting a wall at this stage of the season. Innings wise, this deep in the year for Felix DeBron as a starter.
And it all seems to start, too, on very close pitches that are not called strikes for him. I think he gets very frustrated with the fact that he's not getting the calls, and it's really strange. You know, you get to these situations like early in the game where the pitch count gets so high, and all of a sudden he's 3 balls, no strikes to somebody, getting frustrated because the calls are not going his way.
To right field, Ross coming in to make the catch. Tagging at third base is A-Rod. The throw is going to be cut off and thrown to third base. That'll be late. A run is in. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. So they cut it off thinking that they can get a chance to get Cano at third. Cannot. And scoring from third in the sac fly is A-Rod. It is 1-0 New York.
Yeah, they really had no chance at home, so the best thing to do is try to cut it off and cut down another runner, but the throw's going to be a little bit off target by Loney. Throw to third base as you see Siriaca has to reach. I'm not sure they would have got him anyway.
Well, I think Felix thought they might have had a shot at the plate, A-Rod.
Certainly that was what he was complaining about, but it didn't appear that they did. Take one more look. Cody Ross charging the ball. Makes the throw. Ball cut off. No, I don't think they would have had him.
So first and third, 1 out. Curtis Granderson, the batter. He struck out swinging in the second inning as he takes a breaking ball outside. Runners at the corners for New York. A run already in as they get to DeBron here in the 4th inning for a run so far. DeBron slowing things down here with 2 men on and really taking a long time in between pitches. That'll miss. 2-0.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch right there.
And a frustrated DeBron calls out Saltalamacchia.
Probably going to want him to ask the umpire where the strike zone is tonight, because that pitch looked pretty good, that curveball. Take one more look at the Amica pit zone, the breaking ball. Top of the strike zone.
On the ground, foul right in front of the Red Sox dugout and on down the line. Well, tonight after our Red Sox coverage, tune in for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial with Jamison Coyle. Here's what's coming your way. The latest from the NHL labor talks in New York today. Nowco reports from stores on Jim Calhoun's retirement and legacy. And former Patriot Kevin Falk is in studio to break down the Pats and the Cardinals coming up this Sunday. It's coming up tonight after our Red Sox coverage. Line to first. It'll turn into 2. James Loney tags the bag. The Yankees get a run. We played 3.5. 1-0 New York. Baltimore. On Tuesday, the Orioles tweeted a doctor's note to anyone who has suddenly come down with an ailment. A prescription written by Buck Showalter. DB, Doctor of Baseball, gave permission to miss school or work in order to attend today's matinee series finale against the Rays at Camden Yards. Apparently it worked. The Orioles winning today in extra innings. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. And the Orioles getting much better crowds, as you might imagine, with their incredible run here this season. They have a chance to be alone in first place tonight if the Red Sox can beat the Yankees. The Yankees have a 1-0 advantage as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off, as Phil Hughes has retired the first 9 Red Sox he has faced in the game. 3 by way of the K. That have a 19-minute wait while the Yankees gather to run. Ellsbury hits one high in the air to deep right field. Back goes Nick Swisher. He's got plenty of room, and he'll make the catch out there shy of the track. 1 out in the fourth inning as we get our answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who are the only 2 pitchers to record over 1,800 strikeouts with the Yankees? The answer is Whitey Ford and Andy Pettitte. Ford is the Yankees' all-time strikeout leader with 1,956, while Pettitte is second on the list with 1,882. Ford played his entire 16-year career with the Yankees, posted 100-plus strikeouts in 11 of those seasons. Pettitte has 59 Ks this season and has recorded 100-plus Ks in 12 of his 14 Major League seasons in a Yankees uniform. That is the active strikeout leader with 2,310. Ranks 45th all time. And getting Pettitte back certainly very important for the Yankees after his simulated games and side sessions. Hopes to be pitching in Major League Baseball very soon for New York. Scheduled to pitch on Tuesday for the Yankees. The 2-1 pitch. Chopped down the first baseline, foul.
Well, the closest thing to a hit so far in this game for the Red Sox was Posednik. And this back in the first inning when Granderson made a terrific play going back to the wall to take extra bases away from Posednik. Probably a triple.
Posednik reaches out and sends one foul. Posednik getting at 419 as the pitch is. Did he go? No. They check with third base umpire Alfonso Marquez. He didn't offer. Full count to Scott Posednik. He's had hits in 31 of 42 starts for the Red Sox. And he'll take the walk. First base runner of the night for the Red Sox.
Now we'll see if Posednik tries to do something about the score and maybe try to get himself in a scoring position with a steal. Got 8 on the season, been caught twice.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. James Loney, the battery, flied out to center fielder Curtis Granderson in the first inning. Take strike one. Loney with a look back at Tom Hallion.
High call here. High fastball from Hughes right at the top of the strike zone. Loney thought it was too high, but a good pitch.
To left field. Andrew Jones is there to make the catch, middle of the cap high for the second out as Posednik backpedals to first. So 2 down for Cody Ross. Cody ejected from last night's game, arguing balls and strikes with Alfonso Marquez. As animated as we have seen Cody Ross this season, no doubt.
Actually, 3 guys got thrown out,
yes.
right? Cody Ross, Jerry Royster, and Bobby Valentine.
For the first, and back is Pitsednik.
Often wondered if I managed how many times a year I'd get thrown out. You mentioned that Valentine get thrown out 6 times this year.
Somewhere between 25 and 30 times I think you'd be tossed.
To me, 6 is nothing.
No, really
nothing.
I was kind of surprised by that number being the most. For a Red Sox manager, that is. As this one gets away, but not far enough for Pitsednik to try it.
I'm very confident I could beat that within 3 weeks.
Yes, maybe even less. Last night, Cody Ross arguing this strike call. Thought he had ball 4 and got more angry by the second, and certainly after being tossed. No pitches in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. At no time did Cody Ross make contact with the umpire, which is important.
Yes, because contact means suspension.
Ross fouls it off and evens the count at 2-2. Well, to celebrate the return of the blimp, Hood is launching the Hood Blimp spotting campaign. Each photo of the Hood Blimp shared on Twitter or Facebook will give fans a chance to win Hood Red Sox prize packs, including items like the Hood Ice Cream Party, Red Sox tickets, and a chance to ride in the Hood Blimp. Visit hood.com for more details. Yankees on top 1-0. The Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs in. Pitsednik at first base. This one sliced foul off to the right. Another foul down the right field line off the bat of Cody Ross. Last night marked the 2nd career ejection for Cody Ross. Last time was in 2008.
Been a long time. Had a lot to get out.
Yeah. I'd say he got his money worth, though, by the end of it. 2-2 pitch is outside. Full count. On deck for the Red Sox, Daniel Nava. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Cody Ross. He's fouled off a bunch, taken a few, and a full count still here to Cody Ross. One hopper that is quickly by Rodriguez at third base into left field. But Pitsednik is being stopped at third. Throw goes to second base. And it is first and third with 2 down. Great at bat by Cody Ross, and a ball that explodes by A-Rod at third.
Yeah, that ball really hit hard by Ross, and A-Rod goes in the dive, but not much he could do about it. Andrew Jones gets to that ball pretty quickly in the outfield and gets it back into second base. It's a breaking ball. And a topspin shot that gets right over the glove of A-Rod as he goes into that dive.
So that is the first hit of the night for the Red Sox off Phil Hughes. 3 2/3 innings before they get their first base hit. Getting Walk, first base runner earlier in this inning by Scott Podsednik, and now it's first and third, 2 down. Daniel Nava fly to center in the second inning. Jumping on the first pitch, sending it foul. On the ground right side, Cano will go to first base, and Hughes out of the jam. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. Through 4 from Fenway, it's 1-0 New York. Selection, knowledge. We're here to help. Find your showroom at frankweb.com. We head to inning number 5 back at Fenway Park. The Yankees holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Only 3 hits between the two teams. The Yankees have 2 hits in a run. The Red Sox no runs on 1 hit. And Steve Pearce, the first baseman, coming up here to start the inning for the Yankees. We remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Steve Pearce, Eduardo Nunez, and Derek Jeter scheduled to bat in the inning. As Pearce takes strike 1. Flied out to the center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury in the second inning. Pearce trying to hold up and apparently did. 1-1. Pierce beginning the year with the Minnesota Twins, attending spring training as a non-roster invitee. Released on March 27th, signed to a minor league deal with the Yankees. Spent time at AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre, hitting at .318 for them. Led the International League in average. Then get traded to the Orioles. This one is chopped to third base. Siriaco to his left for the first out of the fifth inning. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. One out in the fifth inning as a number 9 man and shortstop tonight for New York, Eduardo Nunez. Struck out swinging in the third inning. Gets his second look at Felix Dubron. Grounded down the third baseline and by Siriaco, who is in at third base. Over to play it is Nava. Heading for second is Nunez. A one-out double for Eduardo Nunez.
Now Nunez, after striking out in his first at bat, not wasting any time here, jumping on the first pitch and rifles that ball right by Siriaco at third base. A crossover step to dive, but he can't knock it down, and it rolls all the way down to the 310. So Nunez at second base in scoring position.
Chance here for Derek Jeter to do some damage. He is 0 for 2 in the game so far tonight. Jeter grounding back to the mound, and Felix Dubron in the first inning was retired and then lined out to the right fielder Cody Ross in the third. 0 for 2. And a grounder to shortstop as Aviles took a look at third, but fires to first for the out. And taking third base is Nunez. Jeter retired for the third time tonight.
That's pretty good base running by Nunez, because normally on a ball of that side you won't go to third base. You're already in scoring position, but he made the read, and he read that Aviles was not going to be able to throw him out at third base because the ball was to his left. So he goes to third base, and Aviles gets the out at first.
So Nunez 90 feet away with 2 down, and Nick Swisher the batter. And he'll skip in for ball 1.
Nice block there by Lackey with the man at third base.
Next half inning, we'll check in with Jenny Dell. Updates us on an ace ticket donation. Ball 2, 2-0. That's a strike, and it's 2-1 now to Nick Swisher. Swisher broke into the big leagues in 2004 with the Oakland A's. 4 years with the A's, a season with the Chicago White Sox, and now in his 4th year in New York. Free agent at the end of the year. Two-one is fouled off. 2-2. His dad Steve is a major leaguer and catcher. Chicago Cubs, San Diego Padres. Fouled off again, 2-2.
Swisher with 20 home runs on the season. 5 of those have come from the right side of the plate.
On deck, Alex Rodriguez, who is 2 for 2 in this game, a couple of singles. Center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, step or two towards right center for Swisher to go the other way. Swisher trying to give the Yankees more breathing room. Already on top, 1-0. Eduardo Nunez at third base. And a grounder to shortstop. Mike Aviles plays the hop and throws out Swisher. DuBront leaves Nunez at third base. Halfway through this one, 1-0 New York. Wherever you are, it's just one more way Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. Last half of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park as we peer in. Coming up is Jared Saltalamacchia, Mike Aviles, and Pedro Siriaco. Salty, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. One of 3 Ks tonight for Phil Hughes. Lifted foul off to the left, and down is Saltalamacchia, 0-2. .120 strikeouts on the year for Saltalamacchia. He's walked 31 times. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 4 Ks for Phil Hughes.
That 2nd time he's got him on a fastball tonight, too. This time elevates it up around the letters, and no contact by Salty. He's got good stuff tonight.
Only 1 hit through 4 1/3 innings, 1 free pass. Walked Scott Podsednik, has 1 out here in the 5th inning for Mike Aviles. Struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Red Sox collecting their second hit of the night. You mentioned the donation earlier. Let's find out more from Jenny Dell.
Don, during tonight's pregame ceremony, President and CEO of Ace Ticket, Jim Holtzman, presented a $50 check to the Red Sox Foundation. Through its Ace Embrace program, Ace Ticket has donated over $500,000 and thousands of tickets to Boston area charities. Ace Embrace is proud to be a part of Boston's business community and believes in giving back. And Don, next month, Ace Ticket will be recognized by the Boston Chamber of Commerce as one of Boston's 10 best businesses.
All right, Jane, thank you very much. Very kind donation from Ace Ticket. 1 out, 1 on here for Pedro Siriaco. Siriaco popped out to shortstop in the third inning, 0 for 1. Runner goes, just as grounded towards second base. Cano will touch second and fire to first for the out. It ends the inning, turns into a double play. Siriaco sending one towards Cano, headed already towards second base. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Have dinner and watch a pregame show with TC and one of our Hall of Fame analysts in the NESN studios. Visit NESN.com/survey during tonight's game for your chance to win. Back down to Jenny for more.
Don, I just wanted to correct something I said earlier. Jim Holtzman from Ace Ticket actually presented a $50,000 check to the Red Sox Foundation today. Not a $50 check.
You said $50, Jenny?
I might have said $50.
Oh, it's much more generous than I thought.
He's quite the generous man.
All right, Jenny, thank you for clearing that up. It's a much larger number. As we head here to the 6th inning, 80th pitch coming up for Felix Dubron.
50,000 is about as many friends as Jenny has.
She's got a lot of friends.
She's got a lot of friends.
Yeah. A lot of people like Jenny.
We've met a lot of Jenny's friends this year in the booth.
And I don't even feel like we've scratched the surface, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot more we've not
we've only
met.
met about 25,000. Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. Alex Rodriguez, 2 hits in the game tonight off Felix Dubron, a single in the first, a single in the 4th inning. And he has scored the only run of the contest. Slow roller, as off the mound is Dubron quickly to throw to first base to get A-Rod. Nice play. Spryly off the hill is Felix Dubron, 1 down. Remind you tomorrow night at 6 to join us for First Pitch, presented by Vermont and VermontVacation.com. It's TC, Matt Stairs, and Jenny get you ready for Game 1 of the Sox-Jays series. Also break down David Price and CC Sabathia, their matchup that'll be going on in the Bronx as the Yankees return home tonight. It's all coming up tomorrow night beginning at 6 only on NESN. One out in the 6th inning. Robinson Cano, the batter, grounded out to first base in the first. He walked in the 4th inning. Look out. And a pitch inside. He was late to react on a breaking ball earlier, but this time late to react on a fastball.
Yeah, this fastball didn't miss Cano by very much. Sometimes you don't pick the baseball up right away, and it becomes very dangerous and very close at home plate.
He is not seeing Felix Dubron very well, it appears. Almost a strike on the curveball. And again, ducking out of the way. 2-0. And Dubron wanted to know where that was, peering into Tom Hallion.
That looked like a pretty good pitch, too.
Yes, it did.
Take a look at the Amica pitch zone. Curveball.
And it was. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 95 and by Cano. 2-1.
Cano was trying to hit his 31st home run of the season with that swing. Had the count in his favor. 2 balls and no strikes. Looking for a fastball. Gets a fastball. Big swing, but no contact. Shook off about 3 signs. Looks like he wanted to throw the changeup. And that's what it's going to be.
Missing for ball 3, 3-1. On deck is Russell Martin with 1 out here in the top half of the 6th inning for the Yankees. Get the game's only run, scoring it in the 4th inning. Sac fly for Andrew Jones. It scored Alex Rodriguez. 3-1 pitch is ball 4, and Cano has walked for the 2nd time tonight. That is walk number 4 allowed by Felix Dubron. From Boston Globe investigative reporters Michael Kranish and Scott Hellman, it's the book that answers the question, who is the real Romney? Based on years of reporting and interviews, it's the definitive portrait of the man who wants to be the next president of the United States. 1 out runner at first. Russell Martin has grounded out to 3rd and walked tonight, his 3rd plate appearance of the game. Take strike 1. Trip started in Baltimore for the Yankees, finishes up here tonight in Boston. Martin 10 for 24 on the trip as pitch misses to him, and it is 1-1. He comes in with just a 209 batting average, but having a pretty good trip. Action for the Red Sox. Rich Hill is now up. Clayton Mortensen had been up earlier in the game. Next half inning will get you a NESN Daily update. Swing and a miss. Fastball cutting in. 1-2. Drops in there for strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout of the night for Dubront. 2 down in the inning as Russell Martin's down by way of the K.
Held 4 strikeouts, and the first one on his curveball. The other 3 had been fastballs. That time he gets the benefit of the high call. Top of the strike zone, which he has not got very much tonight.
Two down, Cano at first base for Andrew Jones. He walked in the 2nd inning, but then had a sac fly in the 4th inning, picking up his 32nd RBI of the year and scoring the game's only run. DeBron starts off away. On the ground is shortstop Mike Aviles will go to second base for the force out that ends the inning. 5.5 done from Fenway. The Yankees holding on to a 1-0 lead. Transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. It's 1-0 Yankees on top of the Red Sox as we head to the Red Sox half of the 6th inning. Ivan DeJesus Jr. leading it off for the Red Sox. Jacoby Ellsbury and then Scott Podsednik. Deepest part of the ballpark here at Fenway Park, out at the 420 marker. And in the triangle here at Fenway. Red Sox have been held to 2 hits so far by Phil Hughes. Pitched very well through the first 5 innings. And gets that outside corner to jump ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss to Jesus. Goes lunging after that fastball and strikes out. Second time he has struck out. 5 Ks for Phil Hughes in his outing.
Well, 5 strikeouts for Hughes coming on that fastball. That time he goes up and away. The second time he's got DeJesus on the fastball tonight.
Well, Jamison Coyle will get us caught up on the sports news today. Coming up on Nesson Daily in an update in just a bit. 1 out here in the 6th inning for Jacoby Ellsbury. It's grounded out to shortstop, flied out to right. Take strike 1. Inside 2-1 to Ellsbury. Grounded foul. Just shy of the Red Sox dugout. It's 2-2. Scott Podsednik waiting on deck. Red Sox batting in the home half of the 6th inning. Not been able to score a run against Phil Hughes tonight. This is grounded back up the middle into center field. The base hit for Jacoby Ellsbury. There's a hit, 3rd of the night for the Red Sox.
Now Jacoby now with a 5-game hitting streak, 8 for his last 21. As he takes this fastball that's away and hooks it back up the middle for the base hit. Red Sox tried a hit and run back in the 5th inning that kind of led Cano right to the bag. Let's see if Ellsbury this inning tries to steal.
Another pitching line for Phil Hughes brought to you by Lexus as he deals with a strike to Scott Podsednik. Podsednik has flied out to the warning track in center field and walked tonight. One is grounded foul, and it's 0-2. Get another look at that Lexus pitching line for Phil Hughes. 5 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, walk and 5 strikeouts, 68 pitches, 48 for strikes. 71% strikes thrown tonight by Hughes. Swing and a miss, elevated at 92, and Podsednik goes up there and strikes out. 6th strikeout for Hughes, 2nd of the inning.
Most of his work in this ball game has been done with the fastball. It's been the occasional changeup, a couple of breaking balls, but it's been mostly fastballs tonight from Hughes, and he's had a good one.
So 2 down, Ellsbury at first base, and James Loney, the batter. He's flied out to center, lined out to left. Put the ball in the air twice. But nothing to show for it so far as he takes a strike over the inside corner. And Loney, they look back and a smile again a few times. He's looked back at Tom Hallion tonight. Go to first, and Ellsbury was just starting to get his lead, so hops back quickly. Ellsbury starts and stops. Loney gets one by A-Rod at third into left. Ellsbury will stop at second base. And a base hit for James Loney, his first hit of the night. And the Red Sox have runners at first and second now, 2 down.
A-Rod playing well off that line at third base, but this ball still gets by him on the dive. You see the catch of Russell Martin jumping out there because Ellsbury had faked towards second base. He had stopped. And that's where he ends up at second base after the base hit by Loney.
Let's check in with your need to know with NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle.
All right, thanks, Don. The owners took the first major step towards locking out the players on Saturday. That's just one of the stories we're following for you tonight on NESN Daily. Coming up tonight, the Red Sox ownership group responds to a recent report that the team is up for sale. Plus, Naoko Funayama reports from Jim Calhoun's retirement press conference this afternoon, and Kevin Falk in the studio. Don?
All right, Jamison, thanks very much. Look forward to that as a swing and a foul tip by Cody Ross.
I did not know that was the news of the day until I got to the ballpark today about the possible sale of the Red Sox, which John Henry said absolutely not.
Took care of very quickly. Put a halt to all rumors. Two on, 2 down as Cody Ross down on the count 0-1. Ross lifts a fly ball to short right. Nick Swisher makes his way in, camps underneath, and puts it away to end the inning. Red Sox strand 2. We head to the 7th inning. 1-0 New York.
Saturday, October 6th. For tickets, visit foxwoods.com or call 1-800-200-2882. Foxwoods is the official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
Felix Gibran back out for the 7th inning as Gibran will be dealing with the bottom third of the Yankees order. Curtis Granderson, Steve Pearce, and Eduardo Nunez. Granderson has gone 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out swinging, lined into a double play. Trying to bunt his way on. It is a foul ball. For over 100 years, Gulf Oil and the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be a part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. From one legend to another, congratulations. The 1 pitch to Granderson. Look out, that one's sailing over his head. Breaking ball that appeared to slip 1-1. Look out again. Another one. 2-1. Same pitch.
Second time Granderson has tried to bunt this at bat. Second time that a curveball has sailed over the head of Curtis Granderson.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket for Felix Dubron. Into the 7th inning now. 3 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 4 Ks. And has thrown 96 pitches in this effort. Two and two, jumping on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball and fouling it back. Shinichi Tozawa about to start to warm up. We've seen Clayton Mortensen and Rich Hill both warming in the pen previously tonight, but Tozawa now up for Boston in this 1-run game. Swing and a miss, and Granderson strikes out. 5 strikeouts for Dubron. Second time he's got Granderson tonight.
Now both times on fastballs. This one down and in to Granderson for the strikeout.
.98 pitches tonight for Dubron, right at his average. Still shy of his 111 high on the year.
The 2 strikeouts tonight. Granderson has now struck out 172 times this season.
Steve Pearce takes a look at ball 1. Pearce has flied out to center field, grounded out to third base, 0 for 2. Next half inning, Bill Cosby in the house here at Fenway Park. Tom Warner and Larry David. John Hamm also here tonight at the ballpark. 2-0.
Now, you got your picture taken with Bill Cosby, didn't you?
Yes. Dennis Eckersley was here that night.
What was I? Sick?
You were out. That was in 2009, I believe.
Yeah, because I don't remember meeting Mr. Cosby.
Yep, he was up here.
And did you cut Eck out of the picture, or did you?
You were upset about that because Eck was not cut out of the picture.
Oh, you left that one? Oh, okay.
It was up in my office, and you saw it. Remember that was a couple years ago. It was an issue. We had a little tiff.
That's right.
It was very strange because Eck was left in there. The reason that Eck was left there, and I explained it 2 years ago, they're revisiting it again, is that it was impossible to get Eck's moss out because his moss was in the shot. So I had to keep Eck in. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
He's got flowing moss.
Yeah.
So that's why he's still in the picture.
Okay, for those who don't know who moss is, it's his hair.
Yeah. Dennis's hair was impossible to erase. 3-1 pitch is going to be inside, ball 4. Steve Pearce down to first base.
I was kind of hoping Mr. Cosby would come up here tonight so we could take another picture.
And you could get cut out of that.
And be cut out of that one, too. But
so one down here, Steve Pearce at first base. Now, there are a lot. You make a big deal about this, but to be honest, there are several pictures that you are still in.
Oh, I'm sure.
And not just because I couldn't get you out.
No, I'm sure there are.
There are several of you in the office. In fact, there's a couple of just you and me. In fact, there's a new one this year that has appeared in the office from Florida. Our first visit ever to the Miami Marlins new ballpark. It was a nice shot that actually Tommy Hutton had taken of us in the booth there.
I remember that.
Yes,
yeah.
Very, very nice shot, and it's prominently displayed in the office.
Well, that's awfully nice of you, Don.
You're well represented. And
like tonight, I would have liked to have been on the field and met Larry David. I find him very, very funny. And, of course, that didn't happen because we had work to do.
Yeah, you're quite busy at that point
at
of the
that
game.
time, yeah.
This is line to left field and a one-hopper to Nava. The Yankees have runners at first and second, the bottom part of their order. Getting on here with one out, the 8-man Pierce with a walk, Nunez a 9-man with a base hit.
It's been a nice night for Nunez. 2 hits on the night, a double and a single to go along with the strikeout. So the Yankees threatening to put more points on the board here in the 7th.
First time since July 29th that Felix Dubron has been up over 100 pitches. And Bobby Valentine coming out. Zawa has not been warming for very long, but he's going to go get him. Pitching change from Fenway with the Yankees on top 1-0. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, our made of free checking has got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. 7th inning, 1 out, and the Yankees have runners at first and second as Felix Dubron, pitching very well tonight, leaves after 6 1/3 innings. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. The pitcher is Junichi Tozawa for the Red Sox, who has pitched very well for Boston. His 28th appearance, 0-1 with a 1.54 earned run average with a strikeouts to walk ratio, 35 Ks to 5 walks. And opponents sitting at 254 against Tozawa. He has been used in a lot more of these type situations lately, coming in tight games, late in games. And here he is to face Derek Jeter with 2 on and 1 out in the inning. Anderson struck out Pierce with a walk. Nunez a single for Dubron departed. Last 5 appearances, Junichi Tozawa is not allowed a hit. Low and away, 2-0. There is action in the Red Sox pen behind Tozawa. Left-hander Craig Breslow warming. Tazawa last working on Tuesday night. He went an inning and 2/3 perfect. Struck out 3 in that outing. Swing and a miss, 2-1. 94 on the fastball from Tazawa.
And Tazawa really has been the go-to guy in these kind of games right here. Very close games late in the game. Bobby Valentine going to him a lot of times in the 7th inning.
Runs it inside that time, 3-1. Jeter, who was injured last night running to first base, really is not showing any ill effects here tonight when running. Although he does not have a hit, he is 0 for 3, but he's had to leg it down to first base on 2 different occasions. Swing and a miss. Full count, 95 that time from Tazawa.
And Tazawa rearing back with the fastball. Fastball, slider, and a split for Tazawa. That time the fastball by Jeter.
Next half inning, we get you caught up on a wild game today at Camden Yards in Baltimore. We'll have the highlights coming your way. Next half inning. Three-two pitch to Derek Jeter. Fouled back. That time 96, but Jeter getting a piece. Three different stints this year for Tazawa with the Red Sox. It's a lot of run in only 6 of 27 Major League games in those 3 stints. As Nick Swisher waits on deck. Little bloop into shallow center, and that will fall. Being waved around is Steve Pearce. The throw will be cut off, and the Yankees add to their lead on top 2-0. Bloop single for Derek Jeter out to center. Around from second comes Pearce, and it's 2-0 New York.
Now we've seen that happen a few times in the series. Jeter with a fastball inside just bloops it into center field. We saw him bloop one into right field earlier. Take a look at Jeter running down that line. He is not anywhere near 100%.
That's the first time we've seen that tonight. Well, with that base hit, he ties Willie Mays' 10th all-time, 3,283 hits. Fourth at bat of the night, and he drives in a run with that base hit to center field.
Just watching him run down that line, you can see why he's not at shortstop tonight, but DHing. Couldn't keep him out of the DH role.
Nick Swisher, the batter, turns around a bat from the left side. Now the right-hander in the game after Felix Dubront with the first 6 1/3. It's now Tazawa who is into the game. That run, incidentally, is charged to Dubront, who's still responsible for Nunez, who's at second base. Slap foul off to the left, 0-2. Well, after the game tonight, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live with TC, Eck, and Jenny. Get a breakdown of Felix Dubront's outing and all the reaction from the Sox clubhouse, plus Bobby Valentine's post-game thoughts from the Fenway interview room and Paw Sox playoff highlights. It's all coming up right after the game. Nick Swisher batting with runners at first and second, 1 out. A run already in for New York here in the 7th inning. Outside, 2-2.
Tazawa trying the split-fingered fastball there, missing outside. Up higher than he would like it.
Up and away again, full count. So Tazawa coming into the game, giving up an RBI single to Derek Jeter. Now full count to Nick Swisher. With Nunez at second, Jeter at first, and Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, and Tazawa strikes out Swisher. First K for Tazawa.
That's the good split-fingered fastball right there from Tazawa. Gets it down this time, down in the strike zone. Dips a little bit below the knees and gets the swing and miss from Swisher.
6 strikeouts for Red Sox pitching tonight. The first for Tazawa. He needed that. And with 2 outs in the inning, here is Alex Rodriguez. Single in the first inning, a single in the 4th inning before he grounded back to the mound in the 6th. And he possesses 2 of the 5 Yankees hits in the contest. Pretty consistent, 95 miles an hour tonight from Tazawa. Good velocity out of the pen. It's been a 20-minute wait so far for Phil Hughes. He's gone the first 6 innings, only thrown 74 pitches. And has added to his lead. The Yankees have picked up a run in this inning on top 2-0. Inside, 1-1. Robinson Cano waiting on deck with 2 down here in the 7th. Nunez at second base. He singled. Derek Jeter at first base. He had an RBI single in this inning. Strike 3 call. Rodriguez doesn't like it. We'll talk to Tom Hallion about it. The Yankees get a run, take a 2-0 lead at 7th inning stretch from Fenway. See Matt Stairs and Jenny will get you ready for the series opener against the Blue Jays. Be Daisuke Matsuzaka and Aaron Laffey on the mound. Plus a look ahead to Baltimore's visit to Oakland this weekend. That will certainly impact the pennant race. Our live coverage from Rogers Center comes to you tomorrow night at 6. Well, Phil Hughes better than a 20-minute wait, but he's got another run to work with. He has a 2-0 advantage into the bottom of the 7th inning. And Daniel Nava to lead it off for the Red Sox. Now the 0 for 2 in the game. He is flied out to center and grounded out to second base. Hughes with 6 strikeouts, 1 walk tonight. He has allowed 4 hits and so far no runs. Falling behind here to leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1. Swing and a miss. That one by him. His next pitch will be the 80th of his outing.
A very low pitch count for Hughes as he walks into the bottom of the 7th inning here.
3rd full count of the night. And a grounder foul. Nava first, then Saltalamacchia and Avila scheduled to bat here. Red Sox batting in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 2-0. Three-2 is to right field. Nick Swisher coming into the slide to make the catch. Nick Swisher going down to make the grab. Daniel Nava is retired for the first out of the 7th inning.
That ball was sinking quickly on Swisher to a hard line drive by Nava. Sinking out there in right field, but Swisher able to make the catch going down to his knees.
So 1 out here in the 7th inning as Nava is retired, and it brings up Jared Saltalamacchia, who's had no luck tonight with Phil Hughes. Saltalamacchia struck out swinging in the 2nd, then struck out swinging in the 5th. Takes the breaking ball for strike 1. Red Sox have never had the lead runner on in this game as the pitch is fouled back, and it's 1-2. For Saltalamacchia, it seems like every time he's looked up tonight, he's had 2 strikes on him. Down 1-2 here with 1 out in the 7th. Sales outside, 2-2. Full count now to Saltalamacchia. Mike Avila's waiting on deck. Red Sox batting here in the home half of the 7th inning. Saltalamacchia strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 7 strikeouts for Phil Hughes. Let's get a game break in Tom Caron, TC. All right, Tom, thank you very much. Very exciting right now to be an Orioles fan, as the Orioles right now temporarily with a lead in the American League East, as the Yankees have a 2-0 lead here tonight, trying to keep pace with the O's. Mike Aviles batting with 2 outs and the base is empty in the 7th inning. Aviles with the check swing foul. Oh-2 is a pop-up that'll make its way to the seats behind the Red Sox dugout. And a chance for Mike Aviles down 0-2. Aviles fouls it off to the right, out of play. We mentioned Bill Cosby here tonight at Fenway Park, throwing out the first pitch at Fenway, alongside chairman of the Red Sox, Tom Werner. Not the first pitch thrown out by Bill Cosby here at Fenway Park. As Tim Bogard did the honors of catching him. Here's a pop-up. This is playable for Steve Pearce. The first baseman makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 7th inning. Well, coming up next half inning, Jerry handing out more hot dogs. Larry David's going to get some. Presented by Geico. TC Eck and Jenny will bring you Jays Orioles highlights from their series finale. They went extra innings today, plus a preview of the Sox Jays series that begins tomorrow night at Rogers Center. So coming up after the game on Red Sox Final, presented by Geico. 8th inning at Fenway Park with the Yankees on top 2-0. New pitcher on for the Red Sox. Third of the night, Craig Breslow into the game. The left-hander into his 17th game. No record. 4.05 earned run average, 13 in the third innings, 13 Ks, 6 walks, and opponents hitting at 250. Coming back to the Red Sox for his second go around in a Red Sox uniform. Coming over from the Arizona Diamondbacks this time, and he'll deal with Robinson Cano, Russell Martin, and Andrew Jones in the 8th. Cano tonight has been on base twice without the benefit of a hit. He has walked twice in the contest. Did he go? No, says Marquez, third base umpire. This one slap foul off to the left out of play, and it's 1-1.
Well, another nice job against the Yankees tonight by Felix Doubront. Pitched well in this game tonight. Red Sox have not been able to do anything with Hughes.
On the ground right side, DeJesus will boot it, and it'll get into right field. Cano with a wide turn at first will get back to the bag, but as aboard is DeJesus cannot make the play at second.
He was in front of the ball too, just bounced up and looks like it hit him off the wrist. See that last bounce a little bit to his right, and the arrow will be giving to DeJesus at second base. So the leadoff man on for the Yankees and Robinson Cano.
Russell Martin now bats. He has grounded out, walked, and struck out looking. High fly ball out to left center field. Nava moves over, and Ellsbury's there as well. Jacoby calls him off, taking charge for the first out of the inning. Well, all season long, Jerry has kindly been handing out hot dogs, but tonight to a celebrity, Larry David, he hands out hot dogs. And the appreciative wave from Larry David, Jerry back to him, and Larry's already eaten apparently tonight, as he is not really all that hungry, trying to hand out some hot dogs to anyone near him that is willing to take the hot dogs, and he did keep one for himself.
At least he kept one. That was good.
But 4 is a little too much for him apparently on his current diet. One out in the 8th with the runner at first base and the pitch outside to Andrew Jones. Next half inning, Jenny Dell will get us caught up on Major League Baseball news and notes. Felix Doubront tonight going 6 1/3, charged with the 2 runs. The Yankees have. Shinichi Tozawa gave up a base hit, allowing an inherited runner to score, and then he struck out Swisher and A-Rod in the 7th inning, and now Craig Breslow is into the game, the 3rd pitcher of the night for Boston. 3-0 pitch. He is going to miss for ball 4. Inside, and down to first goes Andrew Jones. So an error and a walk, and there are 2 on. It's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam, and back in the 1st inning, Curtis Granderson was tested by Scott Podsednik on a well-struck ball to center field, sending him all the way back to the screen door out there in center. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frostbrewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Pinch runner for Andrew Jones is Chris Dickerson, who has been pinch running in this entire series. He's gotten into every game. Red Sox have action in their pen. Mark Melancon warming up. 2 on, 1 away. Granderson fouls one off Saltalamacchia.
This ballpark has been very quiet all night long for a Red Sox-Yankee game, and that's because the Red Sox have not been able to do anything offensively.
Two on, 1 away. Granderson down on the count 0-1. The Red Sox held to 4 hits, no runs so far in the game. Red Sox have left a total of 4 men on base through the first 7 innings. He started the night by retiring the first 10 Red Sox he faced in the game before walking Podsednik. Swinging a foul tip that is held onto by Saltalamacchia. 2-2.
Just a fastball right there from Breslow. That's a foul tipped into the glove of Saltalamacchia. Granderson has struck out twice in this game already, and Breslow hoping for a third time.
Swing and a miss. It is a third time for Granderson down by way of the K.
Like a cut fastball that time, a little bit high in the zone that Granderson chases.
Two down, two on, and Steve Pearce is the batter. Pearce slide out to center, grounded out to third, and walked. Skies one to center. Ellsbury ducking back and over to make the catch that ends the inning. The Yankees strand a pair. We head for the bottom of the eighth. New York on top 2-0.
Just how you covet, it's how you treat it. And Zhao with a couple of big strikeouts in the seventh inning gets Swisher on a split-fingered fastball, and then a fastball to Alex Rodriguez to get the Red Sox out of further damage in that inning.
Changes for the Yankees. Ichiro Suzuki into the game in right field now. And staying in the game after pinch running for Jones is Chris Dickerson. Moving from right to first base is Nick Swisher. Phil Hughes back on the hill. 92 pitches in his outing as he starts the bottom of the eighth. Joe Girardi, who has been going to matchups early in games. A lot of that due to the fact that his starting pitching has not gone deep in the games. Getting a good outing tonight, but this is driven off the wall and left. Pedro Siriaco's thinking too. The throw to second base. He is not going to be in time. Wall ball double to start the bottom of the eighth inning for the Sox.
Well, Siriaco came into the game tonight 3 for 6 against Hughes. Hughes had the better of him for the first two at bats, 0 for 2, but now the double off the wall. The throw from Dickerson went almost directly down into the ground, as you can see right there, and it made it easy for Siriaco to get into second base with a two-base hit.
Pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Mauro Gomez. Pinch hitting for Von DeJesus. DeJesus had struck out twice in his 2 at-bats tonight, committed an error in the infield. Fly ball to shallow center as Granderson started in. Now he'll stop and wait. Makes the catch as Siriaco remains at second base. Gomez retired on 1 out. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, it's time now for MLB News and Notes, which is brought to you by Nissan. Adrian Beltre injured his left shoulder diving for a ball last night and will undergo a precautionary MRI and is expected to miss the next 2 weeks. With his 30th home run last night, Albert Pujols now has 12 consecutive 30-plus home run seasons and 475 career homers, tying him for 28th on the all-time list. And A's rookie A.J. Griffin became the first pitcher in Oakland history to begin his career with a 6-0 record last night. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Phil Hughes pitching very well tonight. Gets the hook from Joe Girardi. Coming in is Boone Logan with the Yankees on top 2-0. Visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. It's 2-0. Yankees have the lead over the Red Sox. Phil Hughes leaving after just 95 pitches. And to the bullpen goes Joe Girardi. Boone Logan in for his 70th game of the year. 6-2 with a 3.88 earned run average. 61 strikeouts in 48 2/3 innings. Jacoby Ellsbury, the top of the Red Sox order, batting with Pedro Siriaco at second base, 1 out. And a first pitch strike to Ellsbury. Jacoby with a single his last time up in the 6th inning, and a 1-for-3 night. Laced foul into the crowd.
Ellsbury well out in front of that 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Boone Logan as Melanson and Bailey throwing in the Red Sox bullpen.
Ellsbury with very good numbers against Logan. 5 for 9 with a home run. Nunez running behind Siriaco at second base. 0-2 is popped up foul back into the seats. More action for the Yankees in their bullpen as David Robertson, the right-hander, is up. Ellsbury thought about it, but did not pull the trigger, according to Alfonso Marquez.
Tough pitch to stay off for Ellsbury. That slider away, and just barely staying off that pitch.
Ellsbury hits a fly ball to right field. Ichiro makes the catch as Siriaco tags and heads for third base. Throw is cut off, and Siriaco to third on the fly out to right field for Jacoby Ellsbury. 2 outs in the inning. Pinch hitter coming up in Ryan Lavarnway, making his way to the plate here to bat for Podsednik.
And we'll see if they go get Robertson out of the bullpen.
Really to make sure that he is ready as Girardi starts to walk, peering backward now. Gets the word that he's okay. So the pitching change from Fenway. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Nothing. We're in the midst of the last half of the 8th inning. Pedro Siriaco at third base, 2 down, and the Yankees bring on their third pitcher of the night. Boone Logan went a third of an inning. He gets Jacoby Ellsbury to fly out to right for the second out of the inning. Now David Robertson into his 55th game of the year, 1-7, but with a 2.81 earned run average. Ryan Lavarnway pinch hitting, takes ball 1. This had been Scott Podsednik's spot tonight. Podsednik was 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. Barnley, 161 average. 1 run, 3 runs batted in. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Barnley with a look back at Tom Hallion.
It looked like Russell Martin pulled that one back in toward the corner. Cut fastball that did pick up the outside corner.
Fly ball to right field. Ichiro is out there waiting. And he puts it away to end the inning. The Red Sox leave Siriaco at third base. We head for the ninth. It's 2-0 New York. First inning from Curtis Granderson, robbing Pacetic of likely a triple. Straight away center field. Granderson getting back to make the great running catch. But Derek Jeter playing hurt tonight. He's the DH and had an RBI single in the 7th inning to put the Yankees on top 2-0. That's all they've needed offensively. Their pitching's been very good. Their starter, Phil Hughes, ends up going 7 1/3 innings tonight. Gives up no runs, shutting down the Red Sox offense. And Hughes has a chance tonight to get his 15th win of the year. Came in at 14-12 into tonight's outing. We play along to the 9th inning. Jose Iglesias in the game at shortstop. Moving from short to second base is Mike Aviles. The pitcher is Mark Melancon, and his first pitch is a strike on the outside corner to Eduardo Nunez. Melancon into his 36th game of the year. 0-2 with a 7.11 earned run average. 31 strikeouts in 38 innings. 11 walks, and opponents hitting at .278 against Melancon. Takes over for Craig Breslow. Worked the 8th inning, giving him no hits, no runs. He walked the batter and struck out a batter. Check swing. They'll check, and he did go. This is Brian O'Nora.
Like a good call by O'Nora at first base.
And 2 pitch fouled off. We'll do it again. 1-2. Jeter waiting on deck, then Nick Swisher anticipated in the inning. Mark Melancon began his career in the Yankees organization. 9th round pick by the Yankees. This is blooped into left center, but out to get it is Iglesias. Jose Iglesias turned and started out towards left center field, and he makes the grab.
That started out like it was going to be one of those Derek Jeter type hits that he had earlier in the ball game where it blooped in the center field, but Iglesias, after spinning the wrong way, gets corrected very quickly and makes the catch.
One out in the ninth for Derek Jeter. Jeter was grounded out, lined out, grounded out, and then the RBI single in the 7th inning picked up his 53rd RBI of the year. Gave the Yankees a 2-run advantage. It's outside 3-0. Closer for the Yankees up in the pen, Rafael Soriano. Had to go more than an inning last night to pick up the save. And tonight getting ready for the bottom of the 9th inning, an inning that'll have Loney, Ross, and Nava scheduled to bat. A strike, and it's 3-1 to Jeter. Line to right, incoming is Ross to make the catch. He was playing shallow and worked out very well right at him. 2 down. These aerial views of Boston and Fenway Park are brought to you by Hood, the official dairy of the Boston Red Sox. Show your support for the home team with Hood Red Sox ice cream, available in your grocer's freezer. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Nick Swisher has had an 0 for 4 night and changed position since the start of this game. Started the night in right field. He's moved into first base. And he bats with 2 outs in the top half of the 9th inning. Mark Melancon, a member of the Yankees in 09 and 2010 for going to the Houston Astros. He racked up his 20 saves last year for the Astros as their closer. 1-0 is swing and a miss, 1-1.
Good cut fastball right there by Melancon, cutting down and in on Swisher.
His time with New York, 2009, 2010. 13 appearances in 09. Just 2 in 2010. That'll skip in for ball 2. Golfed foul off to the left out of play. 2-2. It's time now for a look at the road ahead. Brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow on the series opener with the Blue Jays. Rematch of last Saturday's matchup. Daisuke Matsuzaki and Aaron Lackey. Lackey allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. 4 2/3 innings pitched and is now 1-0 with a 1.02 ERA and 3 starts against the Sox this season. Daisuke was pulled after just an inning and a third, but is still 7-2 in 14 career starts against the Jays. Live coverage beginning tomorrow at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. Two down in the top of the 9th inning for Nick Swisher, who has a full count here of 3-2. Ball 4 and Swisher down to first base. A 2-out walk allowed by Mark Melancon. And gives Alex Rodriguez a chance. Alex singled in the first, singled in the fourth, sends on a ground out and a strikeout. Outside, 1-1. Two and one. A-Rod fouls off another to the right, and it is 2-2.
A very nice play there, Don, reaching over. Got a little stinger, though.
On the ground left side, Iglesias with a bobble. He'll fire to second, and it's not in time. A bobble costly. Swisher's able to get in safely. A-Rod reaches at first base.
Looked like Iglesias tried to rush that ball to second base, feeling it was going to be a close play. He had to go to his right about 5 steps and just booted it right out of his glove. Never really had the control of the baseball in his glove.
He was charged with an error. Red Sox with their second miscue of the night, and it's first and second with 2 down, and Robinson Cano now.
The kind of chances you just can't give the Yankees a walk, then an error, and all of a sudden you got Cano at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Fooled on the pitch is Robinson Cano.
Good snapping curveball that time from Melancon. Surprising Cano. Looks like he was sitting all over a fastball. Instead, he gets that curveball from Melancon.
Straightens him up that time with the fastball, and it's 1-1. Swisher at second base. Rodriguez at first base. 2 down here in the 9th. Cano fouling it off. 1-2.
Jammed a little bit on that cut fastball that time from Melanson. Used the curveball and a cutter to get ahead 1-2.
In the air to center field. Jacoby Ellsbury twisting and turning, but back there onto the track to make the catch that ends the inning. So the Yankees strand a pair. Soriano will be on. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the 9th. To by Southwest Airlines, Sullivan Tire, and by New England's website for deals by Toyota.com. Now the Red Sox trail by 2 as they come to bat here in the last half of the 9th inning. Yankees getting a run in the 4th, a run in the 7th, and that has been it. Both teams with 5 hits. Yankees closer Rafael Soriano into the game. His 61st appearance of the year. 2-1 with a 2.17 earned run average. 37 out of 40 on the year in save opportunities. And it's hitting at just 220. And last night had to go better than an inning to get the save. So he went an inning and a third, giving up a hit and a run. He didn't walk anybody and struck out a batter. Trying to finish it off for New York tonight. And trying to keep pace with the Baltimore Orioles, who have already won today in 14 innings against the Tampa Bay Rays. James Loney leading it off for the Red Sox in the inning. And a grounder on 2 hops to Swisher at first base. And on 1 pitch, Soriano has 1 out.
Now you wonder if the effect of last night pitching more than an inning would bother Soriano tonight. First pitch swinging is Loney for the quick out here in the 9th inning.
Congratulations to the Pawtucket Red Sox. They are Governor's Cup champions in the International League. They beat the Charlotte Knights the first time since 1984. The Paw Sox have hoisted the Governor's Cup as they win 4-1. Congratulations to Mike Tamburo, Lou Schweckheimer, Arnie Baylor, the manager of the Pawtucket Red Sox, and all the Paw Sox We have won the Governor's Cup tonight. Somewhere Ben Mondor is smiling.
Look how tough that is, too, with all the players that the Red Sox have had to call up this season that have been stripped away from the Pawtucket Red Sox.
Cody Ross with a single in the 4th inning, 1 for 3. Now 1 pitch is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. In the dirt, and it's 1-2. This one fouled off, and it hangs at 1-2. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express, committed to helping the cause. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Ross. And I think he went around. They check. He did, and he's out. 2 outs here in the 9th.
After a bunch of sliders to Cody Ross, Soriano goes with the fastball upstairs. And Cody Ross cannot check the swing. Trying to fall back on that back leg, but you can see the wrist break. And 2 outs here in the 9th.
Five in a row retired by Yankees pitching, and here's Daniel Nava, who's had an 0 for 3 night. He is flied out to center, grounded out to second, and lined out to right. There is strike 1. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on Nesson. 2 outs in the 9th inning. No 1 pitch to Nava. Yankees do have action. Adam Warren is warming in the pen. A little flare into center field. Red Sox will bring the tying run to the plate. It's a 2-out single for Daniel Nava.
Nava makes it a 1 for 4 night. As Girardi yelling out instructions. Line shot into center field right there by Nava for the base hit. Gives Saltalamacchia a chance.
Well, Jared has had a tough night tonight. 0 for 3, striking out 3 times. His numbers against Soriano, 2 for 6, and includes a home run. Nava takes off for second as the pitch is a strike. Defensive indifference as Nava takes second. Up and away, ball 1. All the strikeouts tonight for Saltalamacchia have been swinging. Mike Aviles waiting on deck, hoping to get a chance here in the 9th. Ground ball right side. Robinson Cano's got it. The Yankees have taken 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox, and they keep pace with the Orioles atop the American League East. And tonight, Jerry, the Red Sox could do nothing with the Yankees pitching.
Yeah, I was very impressed tonight with Phil Hughes. I thought it's one of the best games I've seen him pitch against the Red Sox, and he did it mostly with fastballs. DeBront not too bad on the Red Sox side either, but to me, Hughes was exceptional in this ball game tonight.
And Hughes picks up his 15th win of the year as the Yankees keep pace with the Baltimore Orioles at the top of the American League East. We'll step aside and come back with more from Fenway right after this.